Is this better? No, that's worse. and we're live a little bit more later than normal, but live nonetheless. It's been a day. It's been a day, and you know what kind of day I would describe it? A great day, a great day where today was technically according to my like late life pattern would have been like one of those like, well, I got pretty sure yesterday. Today should be like, let's feel a little hungover. Let's take a day to recoup and just like be late about things. And then one of my buddies, Eatman, just gets a hold of me early, and I'm already out and about. I'm doing like family stuff early because man, you got to make up for. You know what I mean? I'm up late and I try to get a little bit of sleep to function, but then after that, man, if the kids wants, the kids gets, and if they want, I aim to please. So, anyways, uh, my oldest daughter, she wanted the new fucking Percy Jackson. Like, man, she's just like devouring books. She went through the full fucking Harry Potter, just devouring these books. She's like, I want Percy Jackson, and we were gonna go to Indigo. So, anyways, I'm like, bah, I'm up early, fucking hurting as fuck, up early, right? Just like almost like zombie mode, but I'm. And anyways, in the car, me and the daughter are leaving, and my buddy Eamon calls me. He's like, "Oh man, I'm just with my kid and doing stuff," and I was like, "Well, I'm with my kid doing stuff too." Like, blah blah blah. Then let's meet up later and do more stuff with their kids and stuff. So, anyways, boom. Instead of and here's like fucking like we're just knowing pans out. My daughter wanted the fucking the new Percy Jackson in at let's say like Indigo or a bookstore. That thing would have been like I don't know, like $15 plus tax. And I know this used book place, and I'm like Percy Jackson. You know what I mean? That's popular enough that they should have copies. Shitty enough that should be going for cheap. So as we get there, and sure enough, man, fucking for the same price, the daughter left with like fucking 7 books, like Percy Jackson, the second book, the third, the fourth, the blah blah blah. I was like, and then while she's looking, this was the best part. Instead of going to Indigo, where it's all this like fucking new book, I'm in the comic books looking, and man, I found 2 gems. And allow me one moment. I will get these 2 gems of said comic book. In Legendary Gaming, seen you pop in, and I've been waiting for it. But wait, you're announcing yourself? LG is in the his house. I guess Legendary Gaming announces himself now. I guess. And all right, if Rick Two is not here, let me go underneath the camera for this because if Rick Two's not here, hopefully he's not here because man, I'm starting to recollect again. Like my fucking horde is picking up. Oh, Marco's in the motherfucking his house. What's up, Marco? Lucif. Hey yo, is in his house. That poops in his house. So, anyways, back to the original story. So I'm at this used bookstore with my daughter, and she's picking out her Percy Jacksons and this and like that. And in the meantime, I'm going through the comic books, and I'm like flickety flickety flick, and man, they got a big selection of. So I have to like pick my box accordingly because she's not gonna want to be in the store forever. But look. This right here is the first fight ever between Sabretooth and Wolverine. Isn't that kind of epic a little bit? Isn't that epic a little bit? Epic enough that I paid $9 for a used one, like for a used one. But here's the fucking score of the day. And for you guys who know comic books, you might recognize this cover. Bam! I've been looking for this one for a long time. I've been looking for this one for a long time. That's Patches. That's a fucking that's Patches. You know what I mean? Like this one's a gem. This one's a gem. But let's not stop there, folks. What's your least favorite X-Men character? You want it? Well, I have her first appearance, and that don't matter. But you know what fucking character is total fucking Jubilee? What the fuck does Jubilee do? Little fucking lights, razzle dazzle, that bullshit. She's fucking useless as fuck. She's useless as fuck. And all right, you want me to cut deep? You want me to let's say the fucking X-Men, just a few of them. Like, am I keeping the Beast because he's fucking smart? Or am I getting rid of Gambit because technically he's kind of just a hothead useless, like, you know what I mean? But this is what's crazy. Look at what I picked up too in the last couple days. Look, like, you know what I mean? Like, bam! Look at this thing. Look at that thing. Ain't that a thing? Ain't that a thing? And then let's never speak of it again. Yeah, but yeah. So we're talking about my great day until somebody else brings up something else. But yeah. So, anyways, Eatman's like, before I do this like fucking father-daughter bonding moment, he's like, oh, you want to hang out? And then boom, me and my daughter hang out, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm back home. You want to hang out? He's like, I don't know. I'm gonna get her. Let's get back. And anyways, we were on the prowl early, and the prowl is probably the wrong description. We were just on the move. Like, we were like, all right, let's have a few beers here. Let's go over here and have a couple over here. And then we were supposed to go to like dude's birthday party, and this was like it was kind of silly. So it's this dude's birthday party, and it's at the marina, and this is a fancy spot. So fucking, we get there, we open the door, bam, like it's 2019. Don't give a fuck. We open the door, look around. People giving us weird looks. Don't see him. Then we go outside, and there's a little bartendress there, someone who works there. We're like, oh man, is there anything going on upstairs? Like, because we don't see our buddy and his birthday. And she's like, where did you guys come from? We're like, oh, we we're looking for. She's like, you just showed up? I was like, yep. She's like, wow, we got to get out. We're like, they're full capacity. They're full capacity. And it wasn't even that busy. That's just the way it is nowadays. Like, you know what I mean? Like, almost like half full is full, I guess, in the fucking in the COVID world, I guess. But yeah, so fucking she kicked us out. And then we ended up like creeping upstairs anyways. And we're like, oh, there they are. But too bad they won't even serve us, because there's even more people coming in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so anyways, we met up with them later. It was a big fun day. It was a big fun day. So anyways, that was my great fun day. What you guys want to talk about, like, more serious stuff? Like fucking Beirut? Like Beirut? Oh my goodness. Like the stuff I saw is just makes no sense. Dude was showing me like, all right. This ain't general knowledge. because man, it was removed off the internet real quick. But this guy like screen captured when it hit the internet originally, and oh man, I couldn't even watch. I couldn't even watch. It was straight up like someone walking around with their fucking phones out, walking through the streets after the blast. And I kid you not, it was like it's almost hard to describe. I saw it, but I almost wish I didn't, because it was like, oh man, it was like I was gonna say like a horror movie, but it's like worse than a horror movie because it's true, and there's way more body parts in this real life scenario. Like you know what I mean? There's like parts. It was just so gruesome, so gruesome, and oddly enough, like the stats I'm seeing, like they're saying, oh man, there's what 100 people died and blah blah blah, so many injured. Like just from the walk around, like it seemed like the number should be like way more. Like everyone in the general facility is probably like we seen Mythbusters. Mythbusters did that whole like sonic boom test where they did an explosion in the middle, and then these people were not even hit with debris; they're just hit with the wave, and they had like the thing on the mannequins to show like how much G force they're taking, and they know like so many G force like fucking kills a dude, and man, like people in the zone not even hit by debris is like fucking like you know what I mean. So those numbers should be like everyone. Billings here, and then let's draw a giant circle around it, and then that's it. That's a lot. That's a lot, and then add let's the injury. That's a lot more. Like it's more than what they're saying. I'm so glad you're streaming. Thank you, Johnny. And by the way, Johnny Azul's in the motherfucking his use. AFM is as well. Yeah, man. I bought a couple of these shirts there a couple years ago at off a Jamaican lady at a fucking flea market type of event type of thing. Like you know what I mean? It was a special flea market day, and they're the best. They got pockets. They got pockets and everything, dude. Poop style, yeah. I'm just representing. Like, I'd almost like to say I stumbled across a website that said to like, hey, no, I guess no. I was kind of joking about this earlier, but this is meant for like the close quarters of buddies and in a fucking OSB fucking shed. I don't think these jokes are meant for the internet, but yes, thank you. Great shirt. Great shirt. And there's nothing too funny to say about it. Holy fuck, in slow. I just noticed your shirt. Tell you what, you want the full glance of it? And I'll tell you a funny story about wearing this one. So, like I said, I got this a couple years ago, right? So I'm wearing this shirt in the summertime last year. I fucking I love this shirt, right? So I'm wearing it in the summertime last year. So we're coming down from Quebec. Like we were in Quebec, we spent a few weeks out there, and we're coming back, and we're in this crazy big old like this giant gas station that had gas, but it also had like this fucking weird poutine restaurant, and like this was like a mega fucking gas stop. And I kid you not, this like fucking African, like these guys were foreigners. So yes, I don't think if these guys were Canadian, I don't think they're Canadian yet. I think they're working towards it. He loved the shit out of me, and then he asked to take a selfie with me, and I think it's because it's like a white dude wearing this shirt. Like here I am, fucking, and I didn't have this all fucking done up, so it was like a flared out giant goatee, giant beard, wearing his like people's shirt, I guess, and man, he loved it. Like he loved it. I think we became friends. We didn't exchange information, but we could have easily, and we would have became best of friends. Yeah, well, like I'm dressed like Mrs. Cleo. Yeah. I'm trying to think on how Miss Cleo and I don't know why I keep wanting to say everything will be alright if you listen, Miss Cleo. And but no, I'm pretty sure that's not what you said. But I remember the late night infomercials because back in the day, like fucking Tater said, like when you what like if you're bringing up like Mrs. Cleo and shit like that, that's some late light infomercial shit. And realistically, back then, you're like, there's nothing on. It was like, you're only up that late to watch that scrambled porn. Like, you know what I mean? Because that was kind of a big thing. That was a big thing. Like, a little bit of porn went a long ways before the internet. Where, all right, yeah, okay, it's scrambled. Like, you see a titty for a split moment, then it blurs. Then you see something else for a split moment, then it blurs. But man, the sound came in crystal clear, and that was like almost half the battle. That was like enough to like not want to change a channel if no one was around. Like, you know what I mean? If it was like your special time, leave that shit on. That was good. Mm-hmm. But we're talking pre-internet. We're talking pre-internet. Like, you know what I mean? And like so much so pre-internet that a young teenage boy, when that new Sears catalog showed up, yes, he was excited to see what was in it as far as like, you know what I mean, toys, sports, this and that. But also, that young teenage boy, when that Sears catalog showed up, he was also excited to see the lingerie section and see what kind of fucking D cups was going to fit in them fucking, you know what I mean? Like, this is before the internet. Like, you know what I mean? Where a little bit went a long ways. And the Sears catalog was a little bit, and that went a long ways. Like, you know what I mean? Love the shirt. Thanks, Green Hood. Hey, how's uh how's the digits, dude? How's the old like crowd like and man that could be your fucking arrowing. That could be your arrowing fingers, dude, man. The city's restless. The city's restless and undefended. Have you ever tried a Ouija board? Um I've tried it I want to say once and it wasn't so weird. It was kind of creepy. It wasn't so weird. So this is like me and my buddy trying it once. It's his board, and then fucking let's say fast forward next time we want to use it, and I want to say it's like fucking not Halloween because I think we had plans on you, and if it was Halloween we wouldn't have time. But it was like like close to Halloween time. My buddy's over for a sleepover, brings over his Ouija board, and my mom for some reason catches wind of the word Ouija, perks weird and like full investigation. What? There's a Ouija board in the house? Loses her shit, makes us swear up and down we weren't gonna use it, and then we had to like take the board and like put it out in the shed overnight. Like she didn't even want this fucking thing in the house. And then once I got to be an adult, and I was like, Mom, like once I was an adult, like that when you're a kid, you're like, oh, okay, Mom, you can't question fucking shit she says. But as an adult, I was like, man, Mom, what the fuck was that about? And she was like, man, son, when I was like younger, like in university, we fucked around with that. And she was like, this, and this happened, and it was weird as fuck, da, da, da. And she was like, she was almost like scared of it to the point of like not what and call it what you will, like you know what I mean. Show that shit some respect, I guess. Green Hood is in the motherfucking his house. And everyone here possibly feels safer, but does that mean the city's unguarded? I'm glad I was born with the internet. And Legendary Gaming, dude, things have changed. Things have changed. Like kids of yesteryears, my age, like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, it'd be comparable to your grandfather's stories. Like, we used to play with sticks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we'd have a fun, like, just like making like, playing outside, playing outside. Oh, Johnny Hopper's in the motherfucking house. Oh, damn. Back in the day, Ouija boards were carved from coffin lid of who you wanted to speak to. And ah, I almost hate that we ventured on this fucking topic, but my buddy fucking Tony, dude, with the possible the three numbers, the that's after five of them, like, you know what I mean, 5 plus 1, but three of them. Um, he played with one, but he made like the special one where they did research, like, for optimal results with the you want this to be made of, like, I don't know, mahogany, and it has to be painted black, and the mover's got to be made out of the and if I buy my fucking Ouija board at Zeller's, that's goddamn scary enough. Now, if I fucking build it out of old church pews or something that has some mojo behind it, to me that's super scary. That's like that. Oh, you guys are gonna have a Ouija board? Okay, cool, 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 cool. I'll talk to you guys on Monday. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no part of that. I want no part of that. Especially with a coffin lid. Oh man, that sounds like bad mojo on top. Like, from what the stories I heard about. Okay, okay, let's stop talking like tiptoeing about this. Ouija boards produce some crazy shit sometimes. And let's say you do have that fucking super Ouija board made out of the God knows the fucking devil's wood or whatever, God geez Louise. Um, I wouldn't even want to be around that. I wouldn't even want to be around that. We're at the Fish and Brew. I skipped out on the Fish and Brew and I went to I was at the pub down under, had a meal with Terry and Lisa at the pub down under, and then after that we went to a shed party, and then after that we went to the Shooters, not the Fish and Brew, and man, the Shooters was a great crowd. And also, let me point out my. Not only do I have this very fashionable shirt, but I may have the fucking the Snoop Dogg fucking French braids to match. You know what I mean? Like, I don't smoke weed. Oh, I don't smoke weed. You're crazy. You're crazy. Jeez Louise. Be cool to make one out of skew that. Yeah, that's beyond, beyond, beyond. My friend dug up someone in high school. Something freaked him out, and he threw the skull away a couple days later. Probably the straight up bad mojos and the probably the fucking man. Okay, I hate this topic. Like, I'm gonna say this, and then like let's be done with this topic a little bit. But because it's only on video, like, you know, let's talk about dead poop on Deadpool's channel, and it is topic related. I spent a day with a paranormal, like a professional paranormal group. Well, guy, he's a president of the group in St. John, and he had one of those ghost cams, and one of them touched me, and I was like, "Wow, man, I felt that." And then he was like, "Wow," and then we changed rooms. Then we changed rooms, and we kid you not, we're in the garage, and he's working on this like fucking his grandma's like fucking tombstone. It's like, and because back in the great grandma, well, this guy's old. It could be his grandma, but let's add a great because the tombstone was like made out of wood. Anyways, puts on his fucking camera. There's one there, and he knew I felt one in the house because he's seen it on the camera, and that's on video. Like, that's legit. And then we're in the thing. He's like, "You tell me when the ghost touches you," and then right at the same time, like Ferg's videotaping, he's got the thing on the thing, and I'm like, "I feel it." And he's like, "He's touching you." I was like, "I feel it," and we're saying it at the same time, like. I got proof that I got touched like by a ghost, and it felt like something. And as far as that being like to me, like you know what I mean, like, unless you're in my shoes and blah, 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 you'd be like, ah, yeah, you're silly. But that was me, and that did happen. And I'm like, yeah, there is something beyond the fucking visual plane. Like you know what I mean. Like let's not call it this, like, but there's stuff that you can't see that are there. Let's say, like you know, braids looking good. It smokes you. Yeah. Did you dip your wings in ranch? No, I'm a salt and pepper, extra crispy, well done, and then I have the hot sauce as a dipper. Like they're just like hot. You know what I mean? Sure. I've been to. You've been to St. John, Johnny Harper? That's crazy. Uh, be cool to fuck a ghost. Well, wasn't that like a scene off of that like Marlon Wayne's Ghost? What was it? The scary movie spoofs or whatever like that. That was a thing. Do ghosts watch you masturbate, or do they respect your privacy? Um, I don't know for sure because I'm not the guy with the answers, but I can tell you one thing. Growing up Catholic, and I went to like that fucking catechism, that fucking after church where the grown ups talked about fucking whatever the fuck. I had to do like an hour of like catechism, like learning about God, being schooled about God for years. And from what I understand, like if grandma dies early in life and you're jerking off, I bet you her spirit could watch you. And that's what they almost led me to believe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, if grandma's all fucking well and done and she's actually like fucking in her living room, like making a good stew for tomorrow, boom, she can't watch you jerk off. But if grandma RIP'd and is on the fucking astral plane or is in the fucking the fucking ain't no river high enough, ain't no Valona. If she's in that fucking little realm, then I guess she could watch you fucking pull pull one out. You know what I mean? But that's what I learned from catechism, from like being Catholic, and I don't know if they just kind of lead you into that for shaming. Um, so every time I do like give it a yank, I almost do like almost like an apology. I'm like, to all those people that passed away and know me, just sorry about for you to. I know I'm not in the greatest position. Like, I could have dolled it up. Like, you know what I mean? I could be where, like, you know what I mean? It's almost like apologetic the whole time. It's almost like a guilty hate fuck to myself every time because I think grandma and like I knew a few other people that passed that might want to fucking chime in and watch too. You know what I mean? And I don't want them there. Like grandma's already there, and like possibly like an ex girlfriend that passed, and this and that. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't need a crowd. I don't do well under pressure. So that's why I'm so apologetic. Like I'm like, sorry about this. Like, you know what I mean? Man, I know I haven't, like, you know what I mean? It's not that presentable. I should have trimmed, like, you know what I mean? Sorry, grandma. Like, I don't know if this is disrespectful, but you still do it. You still do it because it's great. Oh, what, like, it's almost like, oh, what a feeling. You know what I mean? Uh, what's your go-to hot sauce? Well, my okay, hot sauce. When I go to the bar and I get wings, I'm like, just gonna be hot. All right, but let's say in my fridge, what is it? Dave's Famous, and Dave's Famous, the original, tastes like a hot sauce, but has no spice to it. Like it almost tastes like it should be spicy, but it's not, and it's great. And you can you can have a proper shit the next day without like fucking ruining your whole other day. Like, you know what I mean? If you're at that bar and you're pounding back like 20 wings, fucking tossed in sauce, and the sauce of your choice is hot. If you're slightly bit older, if you have some digestive issues, that tomorrow might be different than you might have planned. Oh, you might have planned, oh, let me go on the mountain bike all day, and let me jump on the trampoline and do jumping jacks and all that. No, no, no. You might have the fucking spicy arse shits from the hot wings. You know what I mean? So that might change your days, depends on how you take it. Um, I went to those churches things with some friends to hook up with some girls, some super hot church girls. And yeah, man, church girls come in different flavors. Super churchy, super geeky, and super hot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the man, some of those you're almost like, and I don't know if this is what like God's game almost is like, but there's some hot, super churchy girls, and this is okay. Where's Legendary Gaming? And this is a little side note. Take note of this. Take note of this, Legendary. Where's your pen? Where's your pen? Uh if this hot church girl, right? Normally out of your league, right. If you're willing to almost jump ship of whatever the fuck you believe in and pretend that you're fucking uh digging on whatever religion she's into, you could date out of your fucking zone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, let's call me a five. Let's call me a plain five right in the middle. I'm a fucking five. I should only be able to like, because of my pizzazz, my fucking good personality, I shouldn't be able to date more than a seven, right? But I could get a number nine church girl if I'm willing to abandon my heathen life, jump on ship with her, and guess what? Guess what? If I don't feel if I feel there isn't no valley low enough and there is no mountain high enough, and I chime with her, this girl that's out of my league will be forever mine, and it'd be a blissed marriage under the watchful eye of Jesus Christ and all his fucking apostles and followers, and also grandma watching you jerk off because she's too busy praying instead of fucking. Well, who knows what she's like? I'm not gonna judge I'm not gonna judge a girl before I marry her or nothing like that. But yeah, if you go church, I believe you can go out of your zone a little bit, and that's what I like from my knowledge. That's what I believe. Anyways, I could be wrong. Like, do I have like a Oprah syndicated show, closely titled Dr. Phil? No, no, I don't. So my psychological analyzations of life could be skewered. Could be skewered. I do indulge in recreational drugs and multiple fucking alcoholic drinks. So you don't have to take my word for it. You know what I mean? You do you. But you come across that church girl that's like model hot, and you're like, oh man, no, she's not that. Say hello, say hello, and like you start a conversation, man. Like, trust me, it's almost like years of church program them to be like, all right, I know this guy's an ugly fuck, but if I can convert this ugly fuck to be a good like Christian soul, it almost like turns. I don't know if it turns them on. I don't know if you can say that about church girls. Uh, but they were like almost like that Nightingale syndrome. Like, you know, like Marty McFly, when Marty McFly's mom like health him to life to back to health after he get hit by the car, and then Marty McFly's mom like fucking falls in love with him. Isn't that weird? But I think that's like church reverse. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. My mom's Catholic. Where's Tater and Rick too and your gangsters? It's it's a dead poop night tonight, my brother. My brother. Shit and lava. I know I've been to Flavor Town, and I love the hot. Like hot is a delicious flavor. You know what I mean? To some fucking pussies, it's like this tastes like burning. To me, it's delicious, but oh man, you got to pay for it. And dead poop. You're no 5, 8 minimum. Yes, I'm gay, but just saying. And thank you, Johnny. And in my heart of hearts, I'm glad somebody defended me, like calling myself a 5, because I don't know, I saw myself more of a 6 at least. You know what I mean? Oh, Lingley. Oh, Linglos in the motherfucking hizzos. Yeah, I planned on going to church for the ladies like a year ago. And man, Ling. If you want that real church girl that's fucking so pretty that it makes you want to fucking change your life, then I'll be it. But at the end of the day, the change your life is gonna have to factor in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there ain't no valley low enough. There ain't no river high. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just fair weather fucking church girls. Like, you know what I mean? You're in it to win it or keep it to stay it. If you know what I mean. Church girls are a move I've first heard of coming to America. Yeah, and those Amish one, you gets them on the room shrinker, the old room shrinker thing, where, like, you know, I mean, when they turn a certain age, they can room shrink or whatever the fuck they say. Oh man, it's a room shrinker week. Where yes, they can drink and do drugs and give old fucking BJs and fucking. You catch that Amish one during that, you might tempt it, but at the same time though, like, that's a reverse turn. You're not joining the church, you're taking the church out of this one. And do you want that? I don't know if you want that. Rick 2 Rick 2 is injecting steroids right now, and Papa Kale, and same here. All right, Mr. Stubbs parking lot. Dead poop is a solid 9. Thank you, legend. Thank you. The real taters and motherfucking Hizzler. Um, fuck, I'm in rough shape. I commandeered a skateboard and wiped out her hard twice. I didn't learn my lesson the first time. Barely walk. Fuck. Could use a beer and a burn right now. Oh man, I don't even know how I could handle a skateboard right now, unless it was like smooth. And I was gonna say unless it's like smooth. But even then, wouldn't it roll way better? And I would just bomb so much harder. Lingley, you should have known better not to touch that skateboard. Tater, what's up, bro? Rumspring, yeah, Rumspringer. That's when the Amish goes wild. I just healed my knee from eating shit skateboarding. Oh man, like okay. When I was born, all right, no, they existed. Okay, when I was born, yes, skateboard existed, but when I grew up, it was getting popular, blah, blah, blah. So of course, Dead Poop had a skateboard, of course. But you know when people were doing like these stand-up tricks and stuff like that, you know what I fucking love doing on my skateboard? Sitting down on it and going fast down hills. When everyone was doing these skateboard tricks, I learned to have fun sitting down on my skateboard and going fast down hills. And yeah, I suck at skateboarding. I guess I suck at skateboarding. Um, let's see. How much, brother? Pretty buzzed. How's it going? Good. I lost my crown last night at the old Howard Johnson Inn. Ooh, man, you're talking about a hotel meetup? You're talking about a hotel meetup? That's curious. That's curious. He probably showed up wearing a condom. Like Johnny's asking, did you wear a condom? He showed up wearing it. Like, you're showing up to a fucking hotel party. It's already on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, You don't have that condom in your wallet because it's on your peen, right? Um, Having a brew and joined up to chill with you guys while I clean up my shop. Cool, man. Cool. Chill and clean. Chill and clean. Uh, shouldn't be hanging there, Lingley. That's be sketchy. Nice, bro. Never could skate too lanky. My body told me not to. But yeah, man, you're so tall. You wipe off a skateboard. That's a tall fall. That's a tall fall. Like, you know what I mean? My head is swinging from like 5'6" down, but bam, Lingley's pendulum effect is like, I don't know, 6'4" pendulum down. If he were to like hit his head on the way down, that pendulum effect, devastating, devastating. Be careful, dude. Any news on the fire repair? Josh Junka in the house. The fire repair is going slow, low, and unexistent. Rumor had it, and why did I say rumor? The actual company said they were going to start on Wednesday, and Wednesday came and gone. Thursday came and gone. If they're starting tomorrow, I should have got a call today. So I don't think they're starting tomorrow either. But next week, maybe I should get a house from months ago. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, I've waited 3 months. What am I going to do? Do another reset with another company? It's almost like, all right. I understand you guys want to take your time. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Hopefully it's done before the winter. Fuck, I gotta go up. I'm the same age, dude. Your favorite movies include Gleaming the Cube, right? And Nash, Black Label, Joe Cool, and Gotcha. I was on Union, invited myself to the after party, lasted less than an hour. Um, I went condomless. Deadpool be looking like drag queen Latifah. Oh, because of the shirt? Uh yeah. True. I was trying to think of like a different there was that one Will Smith episode where they encountered like that strong woman that had like a shirt similar too, right? Miss Cleo, yeah. Queen Laquifer. Uh Rick 2. Rick 2's in the motherfucking his house. What's up, you little punk ass bitches? Rick 2 sassy. Yeah, Rick 2's coming in sass. Um that's contact horse for you. Wagwan Rick 2. Yeah. Fucking got you guys out of bed. There you go. Yeah. Rick 2 came in. Rick 2 is like Pinhead, but instead of nails, it's steroid needles. Raw dog. That was Queen Latifah in the Fresh Prince episode too. And I figured it was. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she always played that strong, like, and to me, and hopefully no one takes this the wrong way. And it does not even racial because my version was like white. But I had a lady girl that went to my school when I went there. That was like her height and her build, like, you know what I mean, a very much taller girl, very broad shoulder girl, and she was so aggressive with the boys. It was like crazy. I remember like back in the day, she'd be like, take a hat off a fella, shove it down her cleavage. She'd be like, come get it. And I was kind of greenback. Like, she was catching me early. I was what, in like grade 7, like 13, 14. I was kind of green back then, where like, wow, no, I just I don't feel that's a pro. And I went to church all my life too, right? So I was in a pro. I wasn't okay with reaching down the lady's giant cleavage. I was like fucking built like a fucking Bigfoot, like you know what I mean. And I was like, just fucking keep it. And half the time she just gave it back. But man, she was very aggressive with her advances, like you know what I mean. Like it was. It didn't work on me. Like it didn't work on me. Rick 2, my penis is at St. John. Yeah, no, it's true. It is true. I did, out of Legendary Gaming's request, spray painted a giant penis. Well, first off, let me talk about Megan and Cole. Megan and Cole have had this tumultuous relationship probably from the start because, quite frankly, it started underneath a bridge. And I don't know if it caused any teenage pregnancies or whatever, but they dedicated their love in spray paint underneath the fucking overpass bridge. And yeah, I've been hanging out by their graffiti work. And Legendary Gaming wanted a giant penis over top of them with LG for Legendary Gaming. And man, I fucking surely accommodated. And I did that. And man, I think they're broke up. Like I don't know if officially they're broke up, but I think they are. Like I don't think they lasted that long. Like that paint seemed a little old, and I don't think it worked out for them. So I don't think they'll take much offense to LG's penis all over their name, all over their claiming of love. Does it shrink? Rick, two, my penis doesn't. Does it shrink your junk? Only cold weather. Only cold weather. My penis belongs to my wife. I'm a broken man. That's that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Does Rick 2 ever get roid rage? I seen that shit on your post, and I was wondering about that. Oh, Papa Kale's in the motherfucking give me up, Papa Kale's in the motherfucking house. Do you often hang out under the bridge? Nah, just a couple times. Like you know what I mean. Like just a couple times. I've probably been to the panic room. I don't know, a couple hundred times, and the bridge is just on my walk home. So I've no, not too much. Been there too much. I only have friends who are on gear. They all get Gano. Right, Hansi. I wish I had a bridge to hang out at. I don't man. Honestly, like for you to say that is horrible. Because if you were to like rub that magic lamp and get a genie, you get 3 wishes. You said the word yourself. You wished for a bridge to hang out underneath of. Boom, that's you have a wasted wish. You only have 2 left out of 3. Or maybe it's a genie where it only gives you 1. Like what a silly wish, bro. What a silly wish. What a waste of a wish. Like you know what I mean? People are out here, oh, let me be a millionaire, let me be a president of a company. And you just wished for a bridge hangout. what a what 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 a silly wish. But hey, sorry, dude. I'm not wish judging. Did I seem like I was wish judging? Fucking right, I was. What a silly wish. Papa Kale finally returned from the Mr. Sub parking lot. It is true that LG Penis has been designated as heritage site. Yeah, we can visit it. We can visit it. Just down here, we can visit it. Like, you know, I mean, we'll go out and look at the LG penis. And you know what's great? You know what LG also stands for in like the real world, in the like the global worlds? It stands for like the code for large. So I wrote the almost like LG large, on a giant penis. So I'm describing that it's a large penis on a giant large penis. The irony of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't get more ironic of it than that. Just the irony of it, right? You know what I mean? Fucking irony. That's the last time I say it. uh, it is true that LG's penis has been okay. Dead Poop has an official hater. Thumbs down here. And I know, I know, and I almost have a little hunch, but whatever it is, but I'll post a new video, and whoever this like subscribe person is very quick to thumbs down, and that's a subscribed hater. That's a guy out there to like subscribe to give me hate, and at the same time though, Rick too, any interaction is positive. Like, guess what? That click to the thumbs down, it helps the algorithm. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't it it made someone feel a certain way, and that's better than a no reaction. So bring it. Like, you know what I mean? Thumbs it down all you want. Bring that shit, bitch. You know what I mean? I don't care. If you really want to hate me, watch it, enjoy it, and then don't say nothing. Like, don't click on anything. That'd be worse than hitting the thumbs down. You just showed interaction. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, true story. Thank you for that. You noticed that also? Yes, legendary. Yeah, we all noticed that. We all noticed that random thumbs down. We all noticed that. Busy place that Mr. Sub. Double meat with extra sub sauce. I don't know, man. I can't believe that's a thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, of all the places you got, like, you would think like every city would have their own niche, not a general like fucking. Well, I guess it's like Morse code. I guess. I guess I can see it now. The first wish would always be for more wishes, assuming you have a dumb genie. Archaeologists from 10,000 years will find LG's penis and will be in awe. Yeah. And then, oh man, I should like write underneath actual size. Actual size. And then you're right. The half humans, half aliens from the future would be like, what actual size? This is foolish. How how big was his dick? You know what I mean? Oh man, this is silly. And I'm like, actual size. And they're like, that's why he ruined the relationship. Because they clearly see that spray paint ruined that relationship. Like, okay, let's say they didn't break up and it's their 3rd-year anniversary. And they're like, oh, babe, I'll take you back to the bridge where we first fucked and got teenage pregnant. And that's why we had to quit fucking high school. And then they go to it and they're like, oh, remember Megan? And then they're like, what is it? What is this giant brown large penis on here? Actual size. And then I just ruined their honeymoon. I usually go to the genie on genie things on Tease Chicks. That's why you tell them when you finish. You don't rub my lamp unless you want to see the genie. And then true enough. True enough. And sometimes late, they are rubbing it for that wish for a better life, wish for a secure future, wish for a fucking baby daddy. Like, you know what I mean? They're fucking wishing off that thing, like, you know, wishing off it hard, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're almost trying to pull out a fucking new car out of the fucking tip of this thing. Some of them, you know what I mean? Like, fucking wishing. It's Blingley, always moving in on Dead Foo shit. It's the Blingleys. Blingleys. I don't do the hate thing or radio silence. The Blingleys. Doyle rules. So who added my Snapchat? Yeah, who's Snapchat? Who's Snapchatting? Who's Snapchatting old fucking Blingly? Where's my buddy? Dude, man, where is my buddy? Man, that's a crazy valid point. Oh, found him. No, okay, we're cool. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool. He had a tumble. He's still present. He had a tumble though. You had me worried. You had me worried because man, I once upon a time I did have a pitter patterer come in here, and I had like you know Rambo. Are you guys familiar with like Rambo? He had like a fucking of bullets. I had one of those. Like I had a full like off a machine like a belt fed machine gun. I had one of those, and this is after the fire. I was like, oh, there's nothing in here. There's like literally the whole room was barren except for that and a few cans. And I was like, I left that room unlocked, and somebody tiptoed in and fucking got my bullets. The fucking whole fucking bunch of them. You know what I mean? It was silly. The Blinglies are also good at slot machines. They always end up winning at the end. Hold up a can of tuna for a size comparison. What are you compare? What are we comparing sizes? And I'll tell you right up. Yeah, it is a can of tuna. Thick. LG got to be one of them. O'Doyle, I got a feeling your whole family is going down. My buddy has walked. No, the buddy's still around. How is Tater, the co-host, not a mod? And you're right. It's only fair. It's only fair. But at the same time, if I do it to Tater, I might have to do it to Scotty. If I do it to Scotty, I might have to do it to Johnny Harper. If I do it to this or that, like you know what I mean, like. I mean, it's a waterfall. You punched him out the other night. Is that what happened? I could see that. Like, I'm not surprised that happened. But yeah, man. Okay, let me take a timeout. Timeout. Give me a sec. I gotta fucking make things right. Let me get this fucking son bitch. Like you know what I mean? Like he shouldn't. He doesn't belong back here. Fucking chains all off. He's got his face. His bandana's off. Fucking knocked the fucking bandana right off his goddamn head. Poor little fella, I'm sorry turn into that, I guess. I didn't realize if I do break the chain off him. Oh man. There he is. Weak neck and all, man. Oh man, his neck is weak. Like, and I don't know how, okay. Technically, these dolls, right, are meant to, like, they're from the 80s. They're meant to be like played around with a kid and all ruggedly. It didn't go through that much abuse, but man, like like you know what I mean? Like no one called any kind of abuse number, but what a what a weak neck at this point. Like you know what I mean? And the only thing that means is this doll has lived. Like you know what I mean? Like didn't live a chair, like it didn't live like a fucking pussy life. This doll's been through some stuff. You ever you ever the chairs broke too. Holy fuck, man! I'm off. Holy shit! I didn't know. I didn't know it got that bad. I didn't know it got that bad. Holy shit! Sorry, sorry, man. Sorry, dude. I didn't know. I don't know. We fucking played that hard the other day. I just thought you fucking took a break. I didn't know you're fucking all hunched over the corner, weak neck, broken chair, broken chain, and everything. Fuck, bandana flew right off the fucking head. Yeah, Tater knocked him out. Yeah, powerful week. Uh, he got devastated. Uh, get him some knee pads. I don't think he's that kind of dull. Yeah, I don't think he's. I don't think he needs the knee pads. But you know what I do? I need weed. I need to roll a joint. Let me roll a joint. And man, so and the only person that I'm worried about disappointing is Johnny, and I know Johnny well enough that he's loving the fact that this doll has fucking for the little bit of time it's fucking lived with me. This doll has been living a full life, and I think Johnny can appreciate that. And he's the only one that can really be disappointed by my fucking actions towards this thing. You know what I mean? Redbeard will avenge my buddy. Could be. Poor my buddy. Fisher Price wheelchair. He's Hung Chow. That'd be cool though. That'd be cool if I find some kind of fucking wheelchair to put him in. Like you know what I mean? Or I could. I know a sewing lady. I could probably make the neck strong again. Like you know what I mean? Like that could be a thing. Oh, let me take these out of here. One of my buddies works at like a weird industrial setting, and he told me he could get these, and I was like, "What? You can get those? That's crazy." These are all like magnet strips, like all like fucking I don't know, like 75 of them, and you stick a sticker onto these, and you make your own stickers. Like you turn stickers into magnets. You know what I mean? That's a thing. Let my buddy live the best St. John life he can. And that's how I thought you would fucking see it, Johnny. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this guy's living a blessed life, dude. Like, the shit this fucking young lad has seen so far in his little bit of time down here is silly. My buddy will end up floating in the river next week. My buddy needs a scooter. Yeah, no, my buddy needs a hat. Well, this is okay. What else do I have? I have another pair of socks, but I do also have another bandana. So yeah, we could re-bandana him. Let him fly. Let him fly these colors. Let's bandana him with this one. You know what I mean? Hey, my buddy. You like this one? You like this one, Dan? Bam. Well, it's not a it's a bandana. It's not a blindfold. Bam. There you go. He's almost repping again. Yes, I fucking snatched his fucking gold chain, but he's almost fucking repping again. That young lad is getting injured every stream. I won't see it like that. Like, don't look at it like that. He's not getting injured every stream. He's hanging out. He's participating. Like, you know what I mean? If anything, I wore a matching outfit. Like, technically, our colors match a little bit. You know what I mean? Stick the magnets on your truck. Well, I have to put stickers to them first, though. I got to make them relevant. Like, for example, oh man, my buddy gave me some 6 stickers. Hopefully they're on top. Hopefully they're on top. Are they on top? Please be on top. Not yet, not yet. Man, this thing is a fucking perfect. Watch. I love this closing line. This is the thing. I love these guys. My buddy gave me some pension stickers. I'm gonna turn these into magnets. Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like everything came together today. Like, I got the magnets and these bomb stickers. So I'm gonna turn these stickers into magnets. You know what I mean? Plain and simple. That's a no-brainer. And you know, and I don't have to spell it out. I don't have to spell it out for you guys, but you know what a magnet is? A magnet is straight up a fucking reusable sticker. Fucking wrap your head around that. Like, you know what I mean? At that point, a fucking magnet is just it's a reusable sticker. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? You know how many sticks a sticker can stick? 1 stick. You know how many fucking sticks a fucking magnet can stick? For life. For life. You know? What happened that his chain and his chair broke? Honestly, I don't know for sure. Maybe I have to look up the stream. I don't know if it happened off stream. Tater seems to believe that I went hog wild on it and I just fucking smashed off his pedestal, went flying everywhere. And I honestly don't remember that. Now, is it out of character? Not really. So I'm not really doubting him. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, let his memory be better than mine. I'm okay. I'll like, you know, I mean, concede to that, but yeah, his fucking chain got broken in a fucking tussle. I don't know what he said. Tater, what did he say to fucking set me off like that? I don't know what he said to set me off, but yeah, I fucking sent him flying. You know what I mean? That's what happened. He was talking when he shouldn't have been listening. Yeah, that's right. That's right. He's resting. Deadpool went dad mode on him. My essay. Yeah. A sticker is a single use magnet. And there you go. See, Tater gets it. Tater gets it. And that's exactly what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you turn something that is not into something that it shouldn't be, but it's better. And that's just by sticking on a magnet, you know what I mean? But these are weak, like, you know what I mean? Let's call a spade a spade. Like, these are fucking weak ass magnets. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, if I have one important piece of paper, does this magnet have the strength enough, the due diligence, the duty, the fucking strength, the fucking resilience to keep this one piece of paper up on my fridge? I think it does. 2 pieces of paper? Hell no. Hell no. this magnet's quitting early. You add that fucking second piece of paper on, he's like, fuck this, I don't need this job that bad. And he just fucking drops and lets go. Like, you know what I mean? This is a one piece of paper magnet. That's it. This magnet is fucking putting in some weak work. Some weak work. He's like, oh man, Magnet, you want to work some overtime? Maybe handle a second sheet? And he's like, hell's no, boss. I'm fucking quitting early. If anything, you fucking blow a little breeze my way. I'm quitting early on this one leaf, on this one fucking sheet of paper. That's how weak this magnet is. But hey, free from a buddy does not mean that does not equal to the best. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, this ain't a paper magnet. Like, let's not even call it. It's a reusable sticker on metal. That's what it is. How many left? How many dead poop stickers do you have left? Out of the new batch? Let me have a peek. I think they're up here. I think the stash is up here. Here we go. The stash is up here. This mayonnaise. This mayonnaise. What you know is a significant amount. It's been COVID. Like, you know, so I haven't been to a lot of like metal shows and stuff like that. And that's where I normally hand them all out. Well, a lot of them out. It's at the metal shows. Rick2, send me your address so I can send you a poop sticker. 123 Fake Street. Yeah, that's awesome. What, you gonna spare him one of yours? Rick2 can ask me anytime for a sticker, and of course he'll get one. Like, you know what I mean? You don't need to use one of yours on his. And if you're thinking that way, Legendary Gaming, send one out in the wild. Like, put one on a graffiti spot, like something where there'd be a lot of eye traffic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I gave you more than one. Stick one to enjoy, and then fucking, I don't know, just smack the rest wherever you feel it would like benefit from one. Perhaps it's at your local Mr. Sub's bathroom. I don't know. $69 Nash Street. Yeah, and he would never like, I mean, for a dead poop sticker, he would never post his address on here, but I don't know. I'd like to think that if he wanted one, he could share his address with me, and he would know that I'd be like confidential enough that it'd only be between us. But at the end of the day, it's a fucking sticker. Like, you know what I mean? This guy's he's on a mission to be secretive. I don't think he's gonna fucking fall for the old sticker trap. Ted poop stickers at Fort Howe. Yeah, no, that's, well, if they're there, they're there. You know what I mean? But it's a historical spot, so I don't think they should be there. So I don't think you should be defaming a historical spot. I'm gonna smack one at the Heart Attack Grill bathroom. Perfect. See, that's a good idea. Like, send one in the wild. That's like, you know what I mean? Send one out in the wild. That's what I feel is a good move for those. I'd stick them on cop cars. Oh man, that'd be. If you do, it's not gonna last long. But if you can get the picture of a video of you doing it, that'd be worth the stick, because that's gonna be unstuck. That's gonna be unstuck. at the first fucking sight of being seen. But if you have the picture of it being on there for that split moment, cool as fuck. Cool, and that's a well in my book. That's a well used sticker. That's a well used sticker. You couldn't ask for a cooler outcome. You couldn't ask for a cooler outcome for a sticker. Did you see someone put a Trump sticker on a bear's collar? I no, I didn't see that. Not yet. Should have stuck it on a corpse. Well, I don't know, man. If you're stumbling across enough corpses to put a sticker on, no, maybe you're talking about me because of the floaters. Yeah, I don't know if you watch like CSI, like I don't know Grissom or like won't get fooled. Get you don't if you have nothing to do with this dead body, you don't touch it. You don't touch it. Especially put a sticker on it. You know what I mean? They put a sticker on it. The husband's a fucking hateful. He's been to jail a few times for killing people before, and they put a dead poop sticker. If I put a dead poop sticker on this body, guess what the police are going to look up first? They're going to look up dead poop. Instead of them questioning the husband first, they're going to come to me and be like, man, there's a dead poop. I stuck it there. And then right away they're like, wow, you're guilty. And then I'd be hard convinced, like, oh no, maybe question the husband. I'd be like, you know what I mean? When I stuck the sticker, that bitch looked pretty bruised up. It looked like some like hate crime. They're like, no, you put your sticker on, you're guilty. You know what I mean? So yeah, you don't fuck around with a corpse. You know what I mean? If I'm ever in Vegas, I'm going to take selfie with that sticker. And that's man, that's perfect. Done. Who is your favorite NFL team or NHL teams? Oh, sorry. So I'm one of those hardcore hockey fans from back in the day, like hardcore. As a kid, ball hockey, ice hockey, hockey cards, hockey. Oh, you want to talk about something? Oh, let's talk about hockey. And then this is kind of what happened. Slow and steady. I was always a Quebec Nordiques fan in my heart. So that was my team. And we all know what happened to them. So that phased out. But yes, I pursued on. I pursued on even after that. Jeremy Roenick was my favorite player, and Jeremy Roenick played for the Chicago Blackhawks. So I was like, Quebec Nordiques, because we're Canadian, da da da. And then secretly, I'm like, Chicago Blackhawks when I played the video games, because the Nordiques kind of sucked. So they traded Jeremy Roenick to the Philadelphia Flyers. So then I'm like, instead of buying the Chicago Black Sox gear that year, I was like Philadelphia Flyers, and then I rocked that for a bit, and then they traded Jeremy Roenick to the fucking Phoenix Coyotes, and then I was like, I saw myself buying a Phoenix Coyote hat, and I'm like, I gave my like as a fucking hockey fucking fan, I gave my head a shake. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like jumping on a bandwagon for this one. And ever since then, I felt so dirty about my actions. I never really gave myself a chance to really like follow a proper team or like, you know what I mean? It's almost like I fucked it up for myself. I was like, what the kind of fucking fandom am I doing here? Fucking chasing this one player team per team. Like what? And like, what a fair weather fan I am. And I got so disgusted by my own actions. I almost like gave up on like fucking really watching hockey. Truth, like, you know what I mean? Hartford Whalers, the Nordiques, Minnesota Stars. Nah, the Trump thing. That what Trump thing? And what's crazy about the Nordiques? And this is silly. Like, okay, I love the Nordiques and I like the Montreal Expos. So the Nordiques, after the team fizzled and it was Colorado, man, they won the cup. Boom. So to me, it's like, man, the Nordiques should have won. So that kind of took a little hit on my fucking mood too, right? And the Expos, man, they had a fucking bomb team. They had a bomb team like fucking Marquise Delino DeShields. They had fucking Tim Wallach. They had fucking all the greats, right? And then the team went to the fucking also Colorado. I think the Colorado Avalanche bought them, and then I think they won it. It's like almost like, man, what the fuck? It's almost like okay, conspiracy theory. This don't make sense. This don't mean a thing. But it's almost like the U.S. government was like keeping a Canadian team down. It's almost like, oh, next year when they're not a Canadian team, they win both of them. Like Colombo would be like his eye would be like, well, what do you mean? Like next year like, you know what I mean? Oh, I did. What? I'm back down to 300 or 299. What's the plan for Dead Poops weekend? There's a show at the Panic Room, and for one, like I have like I don't know if you would call it an apology or like one of the bands that was there years ago, and these guys won an ECMA award. I was ill prepared for an interview, and I said something that out of my poor planning, because the name of the band is Which is Which, right? And the way it was described to me, because I was new to the local the music scene, this and that, and this band, I thought it was like an all fucking women's fucking thing, like which is which, like fucking three ladies. And so I wrote that like, and I knew these guys were great, super great, super great. So I took like I went prepared instead of being unprepared like all the ones before. I actually wrote questions down. But I was like, and one of the questions, and I'm asking this band like I'm in the zone. I'm asking questions, and I'm trying to be fucking professional. And for the first time ever, doing a fucking drunken interview, so I'm reading couple extra questions. And okay, this is where the punchline is. It wasn't an all girl band. It's like two girls, two boys. So I was still drunk and fucking high as fuck, right? So I like non-pay attentionally read my question. I was like, what's it like being in an all girl band or something like that? But or some all girls was thing. And the guy looked up at me and I looked down. I realized what I said. And I kid you not, like 20 seconds later, dude's like, all right, what do I have to do to fucking end this thing? You know what I mean? Yes, I offended them. I offended them. uh, so I kind of want to say like, oh, sorry about that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a fucking drunk idiot. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't have a chance to tell them that I'm a drunk idiot. And when they come over back to fucking the Panic Room, I will have the chance to let them know I'm a drunk idiot. And sorry about calling you guys a bunch of an all girl band, even though it's like half and half. You know what I mean? Oh, what a fucking idiot. Yeah, but they won an ECMA award, like an award. And here I am, fucking dead poop, interviewing them, call them a fucking all girl band, all this and that. You know what I mean? And but at the same time, this is part of my issue. This is what part of my issue with how it went down. They're so dry and sober that I think my drunkenness and they're so didn't clash, and it was such a dry, boring interview. And I was scrambling. I was scrambling. Like I wasn't like normally I hang out and jive with the band, and then the interview comes so natural where it's like, oh, I've been hanging out with these guys like all night. Like we're buddies at this point, and I'm just doing. with the which is which guys, I was fucking not hanging out with them, so I went in kind of cold, non-friendship a little bit. Oh, fish hunters in the motherfucking his house. Dead Poop has 2 dislikes now. Do your ears ever get plugged with wax while you're sleeping? No, I run a pretty like waxless ship in my ears. I enjoy the UFC. Deadpool be looking like he on the Jamaican bobsled team. One Therese and the one old Hugh Brenner. Jamaica, we got a bobsled team. Was it one for the rhythm, one for the ride? 2 dislikes where? Like on this stream? Like there's like 8 thumbs up and 2 downs? As far as that goes, I don't really care. I don't really the thumbs down. I've said some stuff that I'm not even happy with. You know what I mean? Like if they jumped in for like 30 seconds out of a 5-minute rant, that could be worth a thumbs down. I don't care about that. Uh, 301, you had 302 midstream. Man, as far as I knew, I was at 301. So I'm back. I'm back. Not phased. Not phased. I didn't even know we had the 302. So I'm not phased. 301 is still good, although damn, we on the way to 500. I don't know. We on the way to somewheres. Yeah, buddy. I'm electric, but I love the old school punk rock. And John, are you Canadian, Johnny? Because I did interview Artificial Dissemination, and they were like, as far as Canadian old school punks, well, except for Green Jelly, like I interviewed Green Jelly, but as far as Canadian old school punks, like man, these guys were it. Like these guys are like legends that made it, but they're still living off of it. Like you know what I mean? Like that never made it, but still had not like you know what I mean? Like a bunch of great guys with great stories that a lot, man, and that's the passion that these guys have is just phenomenal. These musicians that come here, especially to a local show like that down here, the commitment and the passion that these guys have, they all have like 9 to 5 jobs, and they're still doing whatever they can to make the gigs and make the fucking jam sessions. It's just the commitment and the passion to is foolish. Until you make it, there's never any money. Like the whole game is almost like a break even game, if that. Sup fella, cheers. Tom Green and his sock account. She don't use jelly. Yeah, so there it is. Tom always trying to bring down Poop. No, he's not. Like he's over me. He's over me. At the end of the day, I was a fan. I joked around with him, and I fucking. That's it. That's all there is to it. Like I'm done with Tom Green. Like you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say fuck Tom Green, but yes, fuck Tom Green. And if you guys think I should fucking start another, should I do like another fucking troll target? I was thinking about Pauly Shore, and that sounds almost like feasible. Like you know what I mean? Should I like fucking think of the start fucking trolling Pauly and see if I can get into that? Tater says Steve-O. I almost think Steve-O, maybe I could get on his radar. but I think Pauly Shore would be more prone to interact because Steve-O has a lot of wild fans. For me to stick out like from a jackass, I'd have to do something redonkulous, especially for Steve-O. I think Pauly Shore would be more obtainable, unless you guys think of somebody else that's not Pauly Shore. But like you know what I mean, I do have like a I don't know Pauly Shore diss rap song and get it noticed by him. I think I could. I think I could do. I could make that magic happen again. I think. I'm Vietnam American in Maui, Hawaii. Hawaii, Hawaii. I play drums and I love music. Last band I seen out here was Dead Kennedys, and the Dead Kennedys are amazing. They're the best. With COVID shit, might never see a live band again here. And should I? No. This is like an underground venue where it's not going to be a big crowd. It's going to be a small crowd in a small place, and it's almost like it's definitely not a bar. It's just like it's almost like let's call it like a birthday. Like there's a band playing at a birthday. You know what I mean? It's almost like just a band playing at a birthday. Nothing real serious or business like that's going on there. Just convenient. You know what I mean? Because like I said, there's no money in local bands trying to break the bubble. Like these local bands, you know what happens before they have to fucking play in front of thousands? They have to fucking settle playing in front of dozens comfortably on the regular. Like you know what I mean? And that's what has to happen. That's what has to happen. Yeah, Wheezing the Juice. Fucking Steve-O just put out his podcast with Tommy Lee today. I haven't watched yet, and I do like Steve-O's podcast. I know before the COVID, he used to do it out of his van, which is like he would go on site and he's all set up for his van. But like I think he's doing it like remotely now a little bit. Did Tommy Lee whip out that monster in his pants? At this point, Dead Poop is more famous than Polly Shore. I'm not more famous, maybe more relevant, maybe more relevant. That's what I mean. Like to me, I love Pauly Shore. Like to me, Pauly Shore is still, you know what I mean. To get on his radar for any moment would be cool, especially if you go in for that purpose. Like let me go out of my way just to make sure that he notices Dead Poop, which I don't know. That might be worth a little bit of time out of my day. Let me see if I can fucking jot a few ideas down. You know what I mean? Find a sick beat. Find a sick beat and jot a few ideas down. I did. I did like. This is gonna sound silly, but when when one of my buddies asked me to like he didn't ask me, I asked him like because he was like almost asking around. I was like, I do instrumentals and this on the side, blah blah blah, and he's looking for like just people like just like a fun time party, not a serious fucking thing. And I was like, oh man, I'd love an instrumental for me to write to, and ever since then, when I hear music like when there's jamming at the fucking panic room and stuff like that, like I'm almost writing stuff down, and I don't know, I don't know. It'd be neat to see something to fruition as far as like okay, yes, I can do a funny rap song. I've done that, but can I write to like a fucking like metal song? I don't know. Uh, I served Pauly Shore at my sushi bar 2 weeks before this crap happened. He did stand up out there. Was he? Hey, Johnny Harper. Was he humble? Was he like, you know what I mean? Approachable. Do a video dissing Donald Sutherland. Man, that'd be so easy because Donald Sutherland is such a Hollywood gem piece of shit. He's been in so many goddamn movies, piece of shit. Like, man, I've seen some of his movies. He's done great acting in it. In great movies with great other actors, piece of shit. Um, Physically as a human, I don't know, he's a little older, physically a little taller, piece of shit. Um, his son Kiefer, he's cool as fuck, man. 24 hours, great. His dad, piece of shit. Kiefer's dad is a piece of shit. All because he's from here, St. John, but he wants to disassociate himself with St. John. He's done so much things to disassociate. Like, we had a fucking murder. We had a giant painting of him on a bill. He tried to take it down. He'd be like, "No, I don't want my face here." It's like, man, we're like, St. John was like, Donald Sutherland, we love you, Donald Sutherland, and he's like, "Fuck you, St. John, you're fucking dirty motherfuckers. I don't want nothing to do with you. If anything, I'll say I'm from fucking, I don't know, wherever he's claiming." Even though he's from fucking St. John, piece of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Great actor, piece of shit. But man, like, just be proud. Like, be proud of where you're from. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, the St. John have flaws. 100%. Like, you know what I mean? If you were coming to if you're a stranger coming to New Brunswick, if you like older shit, yeah, come to St. John. If you want to like live in the current time frame, like in the current time, like, was it 2020? You're better off in Moncton because Moncton's got like better malls. They got fucking shit to do. St. John is just old. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's historic. It's old, but there's better shit to do in Moncton. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe that's why Donald Sutherland is such a fucking piece of shit. I don't know, but fuck that guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's his most famous movie? Do you remember that one where there's a piece of shit in it? Fucking Donald Sutherland. Fuck you. You know what I mean? What, is McFluffy Nips in here? What did I say? Man. Um, that's cool. He's a good tipper. Oh, he was a cool tipper. Um, yeah, he didn't want to talk to anyone but me, so I was his bitch. That's cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, man, in the army now, and Encino Man, like, fucking Pauly Shore had some hits, dude. Like, you know what I mean? He's not like a fucking piece of shit like Donald Sutherland. Like, you know what I mean? So I'd love to hang out with Pauly Shore. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be cool. Like, you know what I mean? Um, I don't know if he had a bad movie. He doesn't have a bad film, and he's cool as fuck. Shame on you, dead poop. Tisk tisk. No, I'm just saying because he hates St. John. Like, Donald Sutherland is like fucking a great movie actor, piece of shit. But he hates St. John, and like, I'm gonna hate him for that. He's super demanding, but still fun. I was a chef at Spago for 7 years. Deal with celebrities. Pauly Shore is cool, and he seems like a cool legit. And that's why I think, like, let's say if I did try like, quote unquote, troll him or get his attention, to me he seems approachable. He seems obtainable and approachable, and that's how That's how I saw Tom Green. At the end of the day, yeah, yes, I did find out things about him that I was a fan before, and now I'm like a little bit lesser of a fan. But that's the price you gotta pay, I guess. When you want to fucking troll, you find out fucking how some people are really like. Daily TM in the motherfucking his house. And yeah, we're having a good night. We're having a good night. It's been a long night. It's been a late night, and this was supposed to be a burn and a beer, and it's been technically a few cigs. This is the first burn, this beer, so I'm still within reason, but I'm running a little late. I'm running a little late, I guess. Hell's yeah, daily. Kiefer Sutherland is the grandson of Tommy Douglas, who founded Universal Healthcare. Why'd you? I understand why you bypassed fucking Donald. Oh, you mean on the other side? Because if you're saying Kiefer's grandfather is that man, wouldn't that be his dad's dad? And wouldn't his dad be Donald? That piece of shit. I didn't know that in Canada. That's cool. Yeah, that is cool. Kiefer Sutherland likes to fight. I hear. And me too. My like, yes, I got sidetracked with fun and friendship earlier today, and the whole time I was like, all right. Like at some point, I did want to hang out with the owls. You know what I mean? Because like I say, it's fun. It's fun for me too, right? Kiefer Sutherland likes to fight. I hear. I think I heard that too. I think that guy's a little fucking firecracker, and it's almost like you almost have to believe your own hype. Like if you're that action star, you might have not have ever fucking broke a man's jaw. But guess what? You did it probably like I don't know 100 times on the movies, and you must think you're a fucking badass when you're at the bar, realistically. And at the end of the day, yes, you can kick ass on fucking on the movies, but realistically, you stay fit by doing like I don't know, Zumba or fucking jazzercise dancing. Like you know what I mean? Like it must fuck with your like it must fuck with your mind. Like you know what I mean? Pretending to be someone the whole time, and then eventually it must sink in to a certain point. Like you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Chuck Norris thought he was fucking tough as balls. Probably a little tougher than he thought he was. Keeper's mom has it going on. She's hot. Um, so it's on the mom's side. Yeah, fuck. I could see her being a gem. Like you know what I mean? I could see her being a gem. Like there's a lot of ladies back in the day that aged well. Like fucking Cindy Crawford. You look at Cindy Crawford today compared to fucking yesteryears. Yes, she has aged, but she's aged well. Like you know what I mean? Like she's a 60-year old pretty well, I don't know, 50, 60 year old very pretty lady. You know what I mean? Watching the vid for Stacy's mom makes me feel like a creep. I don't know. I can't place a video right now if it would make me feel creepy watching it. That Jocko dude is the new Chuck Norris, and you said that before, and I think it was the night of or the next day. I looked up that Joe Rogan podcast with Jocko, and it wasn't as exciting as you sold it to me, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It's almost like you're not gonna tell Chuck Norris jokes too. I was expecting like Joe Rogan being like in total odd, but he wasn't. Uh, but yeah, this guy knew his shit and was tough as fuck, and Joe Rogan was giving him quite a bit of respect, and yeah, Chuck Norris will die, and let this Jocko be the guy if he is, but I'll have to know a little bit more about him. Yeah. So Johnny agrees with you, Tater. He knows. He knows who you're talking about. I don't know why I do that. I keep trying to light a fucking joint underneath the ceiling fan, and that's always like fucking not the best of ideas. Man, I've been having this battle with this fucking place I go to, this like little bar pub eatery place. Let's not name names, because I'm the weird one in this situation. You know when you get that nice, crispy, juicy wing, yum! Like 80% of the world be like, "Oh man, that sounds delicious." Not to me. I like that fucking overcooked, dry chicken wing. And man, for like a long time, I'm like, "Oh, I like extra well done." Blah, blah, blah. And then it comes out like pretty much the same as everyone else. Then the next time I try to like put more words. I'm like, could I get that extra well done? Like you know what I mean? Like I don't know, rung through twice, like a couple extra words, and it comes back still like crispy and juicy. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for dry as fuck. So today I'm like, burn them. I said the word burnt, and I don't know. They still came like juicy. Like I mean, I want some overcooked. I want some overcooked fucking dry as fuck chicken wings, and that's what I fucking ordered today. And I got some fucking crispy, juicy chicken wings. And yes, that sounds delicious, but that's not what I'm after. That's not what I'm after. There you go, Johnny Harper with the list, and I'm not hating what I'm seeing. We're talking about old sexy ladies. Cindy Crawford, fucking yeah. Gwyneth Paltrow, hell's yes. Cameron Diaz, she hasn't aged a day. Dare I say Madonna? You're almost pushing it. You're almost pushing it with Madonna a little bit. Like technically, well, no, I guess yeah. We're like Cher's old as dirt, and Cher still looks like Cher. Like you know what I mean? Like once my grandma turned like above 60, she didn't have like grown men still want to fuck her. Cher, she's like, I don't know, 70s, and there's still a grown men that want to fuck Cher, right? So that's where Cher's like almost like a super grandma that don't make sense in the sense that man, but that's that's bought. That's bought. And no, and Tate, you're right. Cher is gross. She's not the prettiest gal in the world, but I'm just saying, like, she hasn't visually changed that much. That's all. When Jocko went to the army for the first time, he looked at his dad and said, "You're the man of the house." Have you seen Cindy Crawford's daughter? No. I don't know if that was a thing. Rick 2, Stoner 2. I want to use Tater's program and maybe chop out a few seconds to make it shorter a little bit. Like a little nip here and there. Like specifically what nip? Right off the top, I don't know. But I just dropped the other ones almost any day now. Like technically the vlog hit 100 views. I'm happy with that. Let's drop the other one. Maybe yours, but I also made I don't know like a non-hardcore kind of cutesy video about trying to get the fucking ice auger back. I got videos of Terry losing the ice auger, and I got the video of me, him, and his son trying to get it from the boat. I want to call it like, I don't know, a 3-minute video. I don't know. It's, you know what I mean? Like, to technically, it's not on par with my current greasiness, but once upon a time it used to be. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Let me. I don't know. Soon. Like, I don't know. To answer your first question, soon. Madonna's hotter than Cher. I don't think you're wrong by that, but I think Cher's way older than Madonna, and she aged better. She aged better. I hear Cher's robo bitch. That's why Sonny killed himself. They used to be on Scooby Doo back then. Sonny died in a skiing accident. Are you gonna cut out cleaning your eggplant in the bar bathroom sink? I don't know if that one crossed my mind. It might have crossed my mind. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I think it was just a few. Like, to me, it's a few stally moments. There's a few, like, and it's like what, 10 minutes, which seems a little long for one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to me, there's still a little bit of, like, a little bit that could be cut out. No, it's funny. Uh, it is. Uh, See, I can't think of a specific thing right off the top, but I know when I was, because I've watched it probably about 5 times over, and to me, it's not big. Like, I don't want to take out a 10-second chunk, but I almost think there's a few seconds that could be bum 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 bum, bum, and that adds up, and then I think there maybe was a chunk or two, right? I can trim it down. I would cut Runaways from Home, Grocery Store, Sample Ladies. That's about 2 minutes. And yes, I think that was part of it. I think that was part of it. Like, you know, I mean, that Sample Lady went long. That Sample Lady went long, and then what? Well, I'm a bum living off of it. Like, parts of that could keep, but parts of that could just disappear too, right? Yeah, that's specifically one that, yeah. Now you said that, yeah, that popped in my. Um, yeah, if you want to do it, go ahead. And yeah, you're right. I got a lot of shit to do because I don't know. I do want to use fucking that editing program one of these days. Yeah, it is. You know what I mean? Fuck around with something on. Well, actually, you know what? No. You're good. You're good. I know exactly what to. Let me do the fights in churro. I don't have to after. Like, obviously, after midnight is not on there, but man, on this computer, I have some crazy churro. Oh man, yes. I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna edit that. I'm gonna edit that, dude. Yes, we'll talk, and you, if you want to clean up number two and get rid of a little bit more fat, or I can do it too. But I think churros up. I think we should put churros up because man, there's some crazy churro moments. Uh yeah. And that's way overdue. That's way overdue. Dead poop. You went from 301 to 300. That don't matter. And like I said, like Johnny Harper came from LA Beast. Super happy to have him here. And some other people came from LA Beast, jumped in because he said so, and that's what people do. And they realize maybe I'm not for them, and now they're jumping ship a little later on. You know what I mean? And even my live streams aren't always like, you know what I mean. Sometimes I have a guest, sometimes I interview people back here and have a guest, and a lot of times Tater's with me lately, and they might have liked the last one, might not like this one. So I get it. I get it. That's what I mean. Like the core is going to be so tight that the fair weather fans don't matter. Like, I mean, the core is so tight, the fair weather fans don't fucking matter. That's about 2 minutes, and yeah. See, 10 to 8. He could stand her. Couldn't stand her complaining any longer. He rammed straight into that tree. um, yeah. Tater, you got fat as an old man. If Tater got fat as an old man, would he wear man's ear or her bro to support his man boobs? It's the bro. It's the bro. Legendary Gaming, lag issues. I told you I ain't leaving. I'm easy going. And no, man, I 100% get that, dude. Like, you've been here, man. You're one of us now. You're one of us now. If you leave, we'll hunt you down and ask why, and then we'll have a rebuttal, like, or something. Because it sounds like we possibly could be your cup of tea, hanging out with Dead Poop and the Poop Heads and the friends, and you know what I mean. Some I don't know, shenanigans on videos. Some of my videos aren't also like I might do a cooking video. Like I have a heartfelt video about maggot fishing. Um, but yeah, like I understand. I'm not necessarily for everyone. Um, no, just want to see likes. It's a habit after watching Marco's stream. I heard too. You did say on stream that you are not afraid of a 30-minute video, though, but I agree with you thinking tonight shorter is better. Um, from what people are saying, just attention span, like that 30-minute video should be okay. It can't be all like a cha 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 cha. It'd have to be a smooth flowing conversation, almost about a topic, or a straight up interview of someone fucking interesting. Like I almost think like when I have Redbeard, I'm asking him questions about his like sport, his diet, and this and that. Yes, we have a little bit of fucking jokery in between. I think a Redbeard stream could be that long podcast. The fucking Dead Poop Tater shenanigans. There's no set topic. It's not an interview kind of situation a little bit. Even though me and Redbeard's not an interview, but at the end of the day, I do ask him about his sports just because to me it's informative and it's something new to talk about. You know what I mean? So I could see something like that being a longer video, but for the shenanigans, just the little zip zap, little funny moments, like just like pure like eye and brain candy, you can only take so much. Like, you know what I mean? You can't take 30 minutes of fucking eye, ear, and fucking brain candy. Like, you know what I mean? Gotta be shorter. Are you doing that video with Ferg? Ferg's away at work right now. That's still in the plan. Like we do want to like mess with that boat. We do want to mess with that boat. And there's another spot that from his place we can get to that's like the boat would be funny, cool, and kind of cool. But there's other places like man, super historical and also cool. Any Oak Island fans? And then it's almost like I have to wait for a response, but I won't. Oh yes, we are Oak Island fans. But on Oak Island, when they left the island, there's a bunch of like gloose clap, fucking carvings. and they're like the face was pointed at something important, and it was all the mainland. The faces were all pointed at fucking Oak Island, and it was all a fucking thing. Um, Over by Fergs, you can fucking go to the woods and this and that, and there's a giant goose clap fucking face carved into like the side bank of the world's most famous fucking tide. Like, you know what I mean? So I wonder what this thing's looking at. Like, is it looking at a fucking treasure? Is this like Oak Island #2, or the money? No, the money pit ain't over here. The money pit is like fucking right by Ferg's place. Silly Laguna Brothers, like straight up by Ferg's place, dummies. What's the worst possible thing you could send dead poop in the mail? Anything harmful to myself. And like technically anything harmful to myself. Beyond that, whatever. If anything, I've been asking for something. I've been asking for something that some people would deem pretty bad. But fucking balls up, and fucking send it to me just because I can't get it myself. Like, you know what I mean? Them fucking them little fucking firecrackers. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get them around here. Like, you just can't. You can't. You can't. You can't. You know what I mean? Um, Rancid fart in a bottled used toilet paper. No, yes, yeah, I should be. Yeah. Stuff that can't harm me, but at the same time, like, don't have to be gross. Like, don't. And at the same time, like, no one has my like. You guys don't have my address. Like, you can't send me nothing. Few of you guys have my address, but I don't need used toilet paper. A loaded gun or a kilo of coke. And Johnny, if you're ballsy enough to do it, don't put my real name and just send it over to the address, and we'll see if it fucking makes it across. You know, I mean, put the safety on though. Um, what kind of witchcraft voodoo doll I think would be the worst? Green hood team the Ouija board. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Or let's see, a pill and a half of strong Percocet. Yeah, Johnny. Who are the best actors and actresses of our generation? Mm, I don't know. That's tough to say. Like Tom Hanks is fucking one of the best. Like, you know what I mean? Tom Hanks has done it all. And then let's throw I don't know, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey for the comedy. Who I've been watching the old vids Dead Poop. Dead Poop wants a Teddy Ruxpin doll with a tape player in the back. Uh that wouldn't be a bad thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, LA Beast does have one. Have I wanted one way before that? Yes, because it's cool as fuck. Hell's yes, and it's a tape player too. At the Panic Room, they got these used tapes, and I bought a couple one. I bought a couple of them just because they're cool. Do I have a tape player? No, I did have a couple like Walkmans, but I lost them in the fire. I lost them in the fire. Rick 2, how do I smuggle fireworks to Canada? First off, Legendary Gaming is you don't talk about Fight Club. First off, you don't talk about Fight Club. That's the first thing you do. Secondly, you don't use real names. Thirdly, I don't know, wrap it up real good. Fourthly, don't put a return address. Uh, let's see. I want to make a horror movie about guys who watch a stream and my buddy goes around killing them and live streaming it to get revenge for the abuse he suffered. That's almost a great idea. That's almost a great idea. Like, it'd be awesome. All right, all right, all right, all right. This would be awesome. You almost like fucking find a marionette guy, fucking string him up on a fucking thing, like in the fuck cha 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 cha, and then you get the movements to do your movie. You know what I mean? Because what, you can't have a fucking guy wearing a green suit like a. Do you think I know how to green screen it? No, you don't. I'd almost have to like fucking. It'd have to be done. It'd have to be shot. Like, where's the special effects? Real life. Oh, you need smoke in this scene? There you go. Boom, you got smoke in front of the camera. That's smoke in your scene. Like, love, budget. I'd be hiring people just because they smoke. I was like, oh man, but hey, buddy, come over and have a couple beers. You smoke, right? Yeah. All right, yeah, I want you to smoke my camera all afternoon. Give me that smoky scene. Film a fucking video. Teddy Ruxpin was a shit, by the way. He was. And that glowworm guy. Or no, yeah, the Grumpy Grump. Uh, he was a rare one. Everyone with Teddy Ruxpin, and I guess the grumpy one, you get a grubby. Yeah, that's what it is. You get that guy fucking brand new in a box. That's worth something. That's worth something. I'm pretty sure Trailer Park Boys have a train set that ran across the border to smuggle shit. True. My friend smuggled fireworks by filling mats on containers and stacks of a bunch of them. We're not talking about like a fucking large scale operation. We're just talking about like a fucking a pack, Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here opening a business with them. I just like want to make a couple fucking apples blow up, maybe lose a finger, maybe go bringing ear for a few. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just simple time, like just simple play with some fucking fire. I haven't had been able to put my hands on those for like fucking years, dude. Google Teddy Ruxpin. Matson. Put the fireworks in the Teddy Ruxpin. There you go. Grubby. Glowworm or a different toy. And Johnny Azul, like I don't know if you got in my brain, but that's where I was going. Like, I was gonna talk about my glowworm like it was grubby, but then I realized no, glowworm's a fucking total different thing. That's not fucking grubby. You know what I mean? The Swayze Express. Glowworms had a hard head. We used to beat the shit out of each other with it. Yeah, and they were a weapon. It had like that soft, like little, and then you're like, whash, boof, boof, boof. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's say if you were that kid getting accosted, and you'd hope to have one of them to fucking save your life. The guy's like, "Oh man, I got all kinds of gummy worms in the van. Come with me." Blah, blah. And you're like, "No," and then he starts putting hands on you, and you got that fucking that glowworm. Smash! You get that good, like, you know what I mean? Like, eyeballs all but jaws broken. Next thing you know, you're standing over him. Boom, boom, boom. He's like, like almost like gargling on his own blood. And you know what you do? You open his van. You first, and then you find the candy, and then you let loose whatever fucking other child's all taped up in the back, and boom, and then when you walk by this guy, you just stomp on his fucking jaw one more time, or you like fucking bam, hit him with the fucking that glowworm once again, boom. You know what I mean? That's a Quentin Tarantino movie right there. That's what happened there. Throw firecrackers at Scotty when he falls asleep. At that rate, I build my own, get some shotgun powder, make a pipe bomb. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who proved that message? Like, a new guy, sometimes somebody will write, like, oh man, hey, how's it going? And then the message gets, like, up for approve, and you get to write those words with no approval. Whoa, 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 whoa. I used to beat my little brother with his Cabbage Patch kid's hard head. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like some of those hardhead fucking dolls are weapons. Like what like painful, painful. Did you have the kids? Did you have the kids' size He-Man sword and shield? No, I never had it. Yeah, I saw it. I'm pretty sure I saw. To be honest, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know I didn't have it. I don't think any of my friends had it per se, but I know what and also this other toy I didn't have, but I know one of my friends did have this one, the fucking Thundercat sword, where it was like the red thing, and then it went foochoinks, and then it was like the red thing that lit up a little bit for the sword. One of my buddies did have that, and that was a cool fucking kid sword. But oh, dude, Rick, too, you missed it. You missed it. You want to see what I got at the fucking the used bookstore today, the comic book shop? All right, let me get caught up on these comments, and I'll show Rick too some of these. The two comic books I got. Um, and just the figures, cheap AF. Scotty has access to fireworks and Roman candles, so I wouldn't play around. And yeah, those are fun. Those are fun. But I want the little fucking. I want the real deal Holyfields. Like I want those little fucking sticks that goes boom. Um, Skeletor and He-Man's sword locked together as a key to Castle Grayskull. I always love to see comic book finds, and I knew Rick too, and I know you missed it earlier. So let me start with this one. Doesn't seem like much, but I paid $9 for it. Why would I pay $9 for this used? And it doesn't seem like much. This is the first time Wolverine and Sabretooth like fought each other. Like you know what I mean? This like Sabretooth and Wolverine, like you know what I mean? The epic on long going battle. It's the first time they ever fucking fought. And I paid 9 for it, and it's worth more than 9. And do you recognize this one? Have you ever seen this one? This is the first patches. The first patches. Yeah, it's the early Sabretooth, and man, I've been looking for this one for a while. This cover, this cover is on a lot of the fucking comic books to buy. Comic books to buy, like you know what I mean. Like, uh, anyways, and also while I'm at and you guys already saw this, but Slamo, big old statue, big old statue. That is early Sabretooth versus Wolverine. Yes. Mixer Fix It. Yeah, I like that one too. Some top early Wolverine books right there, and yeah, and my daughter's looking for her books, And man, she was in the section, and it didn't take her long at all. And I only had a chance to look, like, these were the long pullout, and there's so many of them. Like, I think there's like 200, and I only pulled out two boxes, and I'm going, and right off the top, like, sometimes covers just fucking sing to you, and then sometimes we have a nice clump where, like, oh man, this is early enough that I should have my, like, comic book realm on. And I found those in whatever little time I was in the shop, and I was with my daughter, and man, I would have loved to have spent more time in there, but I'm super happy about my finds. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this one I paid $6 for. It's worth, like, I don't know, like fucking 30 all day. 12, like, you know what I mean? 30 all day. But to me, priceless. I've been looking for that one. I've been looking for that one. Um, that statue looks expensive. Oddly enough, the statue wasn't expensive. To me, it wasn't. But even when you look it up, the size would lead you to believe is like, oh man, that's yeah, 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 yeah. But no, not so much. Like, I looked it up after I got it, and it was like, I don't say like $45 statue. And as far as the statue world goes, for something that size, I was like, holy shit, that's fucking cheap. Um, your daughter's loving Percy. Yeah, she is loving Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson. Percy Jackson. She read the whole first book, and then we watched a movie together. And now today we were on the hunt for the second book. And like I said, I've read these all before, so I already had the third and the fifth book. And at the bookstore, there was she got the fourth book, and then I had Heroes of Olympus a few, and she found the ones missing. Anyways, she had, like, I don't know, seven books. Anyways, she made out like a bandit. But yeah, she's loving it. She's loving it. Um, I do love Batman. Uh, jo, jo, Johnny Harper. Oh, do I like Batman? Yeah, he's okay, I guess. Batman's okay, I guess. And I have a lot of, like kind of cool Batman stuff. Like, I have this weird portfolio. It's like, I don't know, things this big, and it's got, I think it's like six comic book covers, but it's like on thick cardboard, black. Anyways, cool. And straight up like 70s bank from the 70s, like the almost like the Adam West style, but busk of Batman. Like, you know what I mean? Johnny Harper, Inside Scoop. Marco is being cast as Batman in the next reboot of the character. Keep it on the download. Um, Batman is in your doorway. Yeah, I do have a Batman. I have an upside down Batman hanging in my doorway. Yeah. I like Batman's cool. Batman's cool, I guess. Um, Deadpool, would you rather play the Joker or Batman or Penguin? Technically, in my current shape and physique, and my bone structure wouldn't even let me to be skinny enough to be the Joker. I'd have no choice but to be the Penguin, or somebody, in my opinion, that's cooler and more and like cooler than the Penguin, but it's also a little fucking on the thick side. And I don't think they make a lot of supervillains on the thick side. Like, let me be short and thick and be a supervillain and try to take over the world. Ah, as far as being fantasy, like, you know what I mean, that's, let's paint a different picture. Let's paint a different picture. Um, but in the real world, a short, robust fella, could take over the world quite easily. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could be a hacker. I could, like, just collect, like, fucking horse manure all day or whatever it is. Or boom, 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 and this and that. Cha-cha-cha-chung, bing, bing, bing. And yes, I could change the world. But as far as, like, being written in a comic book, they'd probably want to make me a little fucking taller, a little fucking, like, more muscular, or like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah, penguin. I guess straight up penguin. And look at this beak too. Just a small prosthetic add-on. Just a small prosthetic add-on, and fuck, man, I nailed it almost, right? Sick. I like Christian Bale, kind of like my favorite 007 is Daniel Craig. And me too. Christian Bale is my favorite. Um, and that was almost hard for me to admit for the longest time, because I grew, like, I went through the Michael Keaton phase, and man, Batman One was awesome. Batman Returns with the Penguin, also awesome. Not as awesome, also awesome. But then all the rest was bullshit. That George Clooney, the fucking Val Kilmer, the Ben Affleck, like, you know what I mean. A lot of that was bullshit. So yeah, Christian Bale all the way. Let me sign off on that. You know what I mean? Although, like, Christian Bale right here, and then fucking Adam West, like, close second. Robin, get the bat. Was it the bat shark repellent? You know what I mean? Deadpool could play Modoc. Okay, rig two, rig two, rig two, rig two, rig two. If you're trying to make myself cooler, trying to make, like, you know what I mean, you go from Penguin to Modoc, like, you know what I mean, like, just like, use that big brain of yours, like Modoc, and like, find me somebody cooler. Find me somebody cooler. And am I getting paid money for this movie role because I could slightly get in better shape to lead up for the role? So, like, you know what I mean, find something better in my wheelhouse, like fucking Penguin mode. Like, oh man, like, geez Louise, like, why don't you send me your picture, and then I'll judge you, then I'll body shame you or judge your appearance. How about that? How about that? And yeah, you're right. I could fit in a giant fucking cute and be Modoc. You're right. I could be Modoc too, right? Um, Mr. Freeze. Yeah, see, I like where Johnny's going. Like, Mr. Freeze put me on stilts. Like, there's a big globe around me and all this football gear around, so it doesn't, you know what I mean? See, Johnny's got the idea. Deadpool, would you rather play Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader? 100% Darth Vader. Like, fuck Luke Skywalker. What a fucking bitch. What a fucking bitch. And also, side note, if we're actually thinking about the movie, all right, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, equally great characters, both as equally important. Luke Skywalker is way more in the movie, and Darth Vader is, like, way less. And they probably get paid the same. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, what? We're in the same movie. Cool, 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 cool. They're gonna love me just as much, or hate me just as much. I'm just cool, 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 cool. And I have, like, 1/3 of the work to do to get my paycheck, because it's mainly about the fucking Luke Skywalker movie story. I'd be like, fucking right, sign me up. Yeah, I'll be the bad guy in this. I'll be the bad guy. There ain't no there ain't no bad checks for being a bad guy. That's a fucking good deal, you know what I mean? Deadpool makes a good Solomon Grundy. They'd have to make, like, CGI me to make me look fucking taller. But yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not you know what I mean. You're not fucking wrong. Look at the air. Look at the fucking space. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Young Dead Poop as the Flash. No, I don't think that even that was accurate. I don't even think that was accurate. Um, Jim Carrey as the Riddler. Yeah, and I was excited about that. Like the whole Jim Carrey Riddler. That's that's what kind of held that movie together. That's what kind of made that movie whatever little money it made, if it didn't lose money, because that was a big budget movie. But yeah, that wasn't a bad casting. Like Jim Carrey as a Riddler back then, obvious choice. But the rest, the storyline, the rest of that was bullshit. That was bullshit. Um, I think Paul Dano is playing the Riddler in the new Batman. I wish I knew who Paul Dano was right off the hop. What about Violator from Spawn? Dude, Rick 2, man. Rick 2, dude. What are you doing? You're getting worse. Like the next thing oh man, he could play the Blob. He can play the Blob off of for in the next X Men movie. Like you know what I mean? You're going worse. You're unflattering. You're unflattering. I guess Christian Bale played Bruce Wayne. Rad Keaton was better Batman. Um, See you're separating two different actors, and that's hard to do. Yes, you're saying one's better than the next, and the thing in that. I don't know. I think I'm still comfortably saying Christian Bale is the best. Although his Batman voice was kind of stupid, like I'm Batman, I'm Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Oh, Tater's out. Yeah, see, and I'm out too. I'm out too. I'm lighting this. Not much more beer in here. So yeah, we're done in the next 10 or so. You know what I mean? Fellas, fellas got to pull the plug at some point. It's been a long day. All right, Tater. Catch you on the next one. Later, Tater. Got a dead poop. Dead poop could be Juggernaut. See now you. All right. Okay. Okay. Rig two. Rig two. Rig two. All right. I just thought of one. The puck. The puck. You can look that up. I could be the puck. And that's the thing. And technically, if I'm getting paid millions of dollars, and this is the only thing I could be Wolverine straight up, because Wolverine is not meant to be tall. Like Wolverine in the comic books is a small, short dude. Like you know what I mean? Like I thought of Puck, but he's not a villain. Well, there you go. See, I thought of like you know what I mean. Like if you want to like Deadpool could be Deadpool. I don't think so. I couldn't like make that costume right. I couldn't fit it right in that costume. Old Alpha Flight, the Kingpin, with some CGI. Yeah, with maybe with some CGI. All right, Johnny Harper. Have a good evening. And like I said, I'm tapering down too, man. You're in here for the long haul, dude. That was a knuckles bump, like, you know what I mean. Oh, and also repping the shirt. It was also like knuckles bump, repping the shirt. It's kind of the dual purpose, like, you know what I mean, like. My Friday plan. I don't know what my Friday plan is. I'll probably put in some family time tomorrow because there's a show on Saturday, and we'll see. We'll play by ear, like, you know what I mean. We'll play by ear. But you guys know, if I can squeeze you guys in, I'll squeeze you guys in. Like, if I got something going on, and then eventually I get back home at a fairly decent time, I'm gonna chime in. I'm gonna chime in with you guys, let you know what happened. Do you know Pip the Troll? I'm unfamiliar with Pip. I'd be tight with Pip. I ain't be like that with Pip. But you started so late tonight. I thought you weren't going to be on for sure. And that's what I mean. Like, I could have easily fucking with what happened today. That was easily a night for me. But yeah, I was looking forward to it. To chime in with you guys, and Thursday. I try to I try to commit to like fucking Tuesdays and Thursdays. But yeah, man, fuck. I like it as much as you guys. Like, I love chiming in. Deadpool, would you rather play Frodo Baggins or Samwise Hagger? Frodo Baggins is the main ring guy, and Samwise is the fucking Rudy from the Rudy football movie. I don't know. They're both the same to me. Does Marco still make videos? Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's always working on something. He's always got something on the go. And what he has lately on the go is pure love. And I'm not saying that has him sidetracked, but man, like new love would sidetrack anyone. But no, I'm sure he's working on something. Pip was part of Adam Warlock's Infinity Watch. Pip the Troll. Let me think. Adam Warlock's. He had the weird wild hair. He almost. I think I can picture him. He's had some. I want to say. I don't. I don't want to say his skin was green, but he had like jet black wild hair. But I don't think his skin was green. I think he was like had normal colored skin. But I think I know who you mean. I think Marco's pyramid scheme is coming out tomorrow. Well, see, there you go. He's still on top of things. Like, you know what I mean? Did you ever work for a pyramid scheme? I yes and no. Yes and no. I did work for this company one time. I was like kind of between things a little bit. And my buddy was like, "Oh man, I'm working for this guy, just making these weird phone calls, almost like cold calling off a list." And it was like booking appointments and stuff. All of it sounded so sketchy. We were getting paid underneath the table. We're working out of this weird office with like 3 phones. And I was like, bah. After that one day, I was like, he's like, oh man, well, you're gonna be here tomorrow. I was like, I don't think so. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think so. Depu, what is the sketchiest employment you ever had? I don't know. I've had some sketchy stuff as far as like dangerous. I've had quite a few and sketchy stuff. But I think I know what you're trying to do, Johnny. But would a new camera be able to stay in focus better? Oh man, that almost did it. I don't know, but I'm gonna sleep on it. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna think about your question, Rick. Too. I'm also gonna think about your question, Johnny. And 290. What the fuck? 2 fucking 99. That's bullshit. That's bullshit right there. That's fucking bullshit right there. Anyways, on that note, fuck those fair weather fans. And I'm man, I'm glad you guys are all here. But on that note, I'm out. Fucking 299. What the fuck?